pay justifies the way they are teaching. And as a result, we always get many professors taking jobs outside the university, either in private universities or even in schools sometimes. And usually the students are the victims. They suffer from this behavior. Going on with the same topic, the daily schedule which we have in most of the colleges, the universities start at 8 and end at 1 p.m. Even though not many professors show during these periods. No good teaching is expected with this limited time in the schedule. And also, I think one of the main reasons for that is chewing habit, which we have. Many people like to go back, start chewing after lunch, and I think this is one of the problems in fixing the schedule in such a way. Professors also consider the professional development as the responsibility of the university. They don't work with it. And they think that since the university is not sending them to attend conferences, they are not paying for that, then it is the problem of the university. The majority of them also teach by lecturing. There is no any training, no practical work in most, even in the science colleges or College of Medicine or engineering and so on. The next problem concerns the admission policies which we have in Yemen. We have too many students being enrolled because there are no clear admission policies. No planning in higher education is really going on in Yemen. No political will to limit student enrollment. They open the door wide to all the students who get their secondary school certificates to be enrolled in university, and this leads to a very crowded group of people, and usually there is no any enrollment based on the university resources and the demand of the labor market. Large numbers of students, usually the presence of large numbers puts a lot of strain on the basic logistics such as rooms and chairs. So in many of our classes in the university you find many people just standing or just having no chairs there. And this is one of the big problems we are having even in science colleges. Enrolled students usually have a very weak background. They come from the secondary school with a very weak background, and this usually leads to the failure of the students in their studies in the university. Another problem is the curriculum issues. Curriculum in the university have been developed in a very poor way, following one of the old Egyptian systems which we are still following in Yemen. Curriculum has not been changed, or even if it is done, it is done very slightly in some of the colleges or the universities. The teaching is all traditional, in a very traditional way. We are not following the new technologies. References and textbooks are unavailable for professors usually use or rely on lecture notes or the handouts. I will just mention here the role of the AAYSP in promoting education in Yemen by providing some of the books, journals. If you can just go through this shihab. Books donated by Project Hope were all. These are the efforts of AAYSP in Yemen last year, where we got some books from Hope Project and American Chemical Society. Go to the next, please. This is the Scholastic Publishers, and then next we'll have the American Chemical Society also donated a lot of books. We had a big ceremony receiving these books and handing them over to the universities. Unfortunately, most of these are still packed in their boxes and nobody has made use of them. We have talked to the university president about that, and until now nobody knew. The amount of books which were donated by the American Chemical Society total of 180 titles in chemistry and related fields, and these made about 80,000 copies, 66 titles in computer science, and that makes about 1,280 copies, and several periodicals which are about 12,000 copies. Yeah, the approximate cost of these books is about $400,000 US, and they were all donated free of charge and distributed to all universities. Again, one of the curriculum issues when back to this point, we find that there is no quality assurance system in teaching. Although Sana'a University has started this recently, and members of all colleges are holding meetings, but until now we are still discussing how to really achieve this one. Next, please. Facilities are inadequate in all of the colleges in the university. The only teaching aid available until now is the whiteboard or the blackboard. In fact, the whiteboard is an advanced step which we took because we are not using chalk, we are using the marker pens, and these they consider some of the advancements in teaching aid. Some of the colleges have overhead projectors, but even if we have them, sometimes we don't have electricity outlets available in the classrooms. And sometimes if there are the outlets, we have a lot of problem with electricity disconnection. And this is very common throughout the day at night. There are not enough classrooms to accommodate all the students in the class. Among the admission issues we have, the basic annual planning is not existent in Yemen universities at all. Universities do not adopt any academic calendar, and Dr. Nasser was there last year, and he experienced this problem. Until halfway in the semester, we're still suffering. We don't have a calendar or a university calendar, while other universities have them 10 years before. Students and professors usually leave before official holidays. When you have Eid or Ramadan, 2 or 3 weeks before the actual holiday, you don't find many students or professors there. And also, when they come back way after the end of the holiday and the resumption of the classes. The problem of teaching during Ramadan is another issue in Yemen there. In all universities, we cut the time into half. So the lecture, which is about 2 hours, is cut into 1 hour only, and the students will come 15 minutes late. Professors will come half an hour late, so we have only 20% of the actual time teaching during Ramadan. Definitely, there should be a solution for that, and I think we are capable of doing that, but nobody is really taking the step. Some of the problems in admission issues result of lack of communication between decision-making people and the department, or even at the individual professor level. There is often no follow-up on the part of admission to ensure that their directions are carried out properly. So this is one of the problems with the admission when we move to the research problem, again we address the mentality problem. In order for the research to succeed in any country like Yemen, I think changing the mentality of people is needed, very urgent. This is the most fundamental issue, we think. Mentality problems, again, the biggest mentality problem for research in Yemen is what we call as the kingdom mentality. Most of the professors there think that they should have their small kingdoms, they run their own research activities, and this